Can you tell me where I'm going? Because I lost track a long time ago.
Hey guys, it's Adriana and today
Okay, so literally I just wanted to tell a story about, I don't know which one. I want to talk about when I was just randomly walking and I fell and I ended up under a car, or when my coworker thought he was like my ex-boyfriend or something.
What?
Don't know. Well, actually, I'm going to do where my coworker thought he was my boyfriend or something.
What?
I used to work at this place where we worked for like fleet cars and we like cleaned them. We'd like clean the outside, vacuum the inside, make it smell good, make it shiny. And we had to do like 12 a day, right? Okay, so one day it was a regular day at the office and we all got into our cars and we all were on our way. So we worked all over the city and we had a phone, company phone, that would direct us to the next car that needed to be cleaned, to the next car, to the next car, to the next car. So sometimes you would meet up with other coworkers to do, you know, goals, or maybe if we have 20 cars to do, you would meet up with somebody would clean the outside, somebody clean the outside, and you would work with them. And you just go and go and go and go. Somehow you worked really much faster like that. I'll say, you know, I'm hungry. It's hot burning my mouth, but I'm literally sticking it in my mouth like I'm hungry. I'm a fat ass. I'm skinny though, getting there. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I was meeting up with this coworker, and his name, let's call him Crazy. No, let's just call him, I don't know, John. Let's call him John. So John and I met, and then we went to another coworker, so there was 3 of us, and his name was, call him Antonio. So Antonio and John. Okay, so I'm driving. John is in the passenger seat. Tony is in the back on the phone. So I'm driving and my coworker is like, so then John was like, so where are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm from here, you know, I grew up here and blah blah blah. And he was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. And I'm like, where are you from? And he's like, oh, I'm from this part of town and blah 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 and blah blah. He's like, so what language do you speak? And it was like a very question and answer type of conversation. It wasn't like it wasn't flowing. It was almost like he was just interrogating me to know about me. Like, it wasn't like, it didn't feel endearing. It didn't feel inviting. It felt like, ooh, why are you asking me so many questions type thing, right? So I'm like, you know, I'm trying to answer, not give too much information about where I live and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, so what language do you speak? And I'm like, oh, I speak English and Spanish, so I'm bilingual. And he was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. And I'm like, all I could remember him is saying, that's what's up, the majority of the time. It's literally steaming, but I'm just swallowing it down because I'm hungry. Yeah, he was just like being hella weird. And then I was like, what language do you speak? And he was like, this is the last bit of conversation that I remember. He was like, oh, yeah, I speak French because I'm Creole or something. And I was like, oh, cool. And then he asked me a weird ass question like, so you have a boyfriend? And I was like, why so many questions? He's like, why are you getting offended? And I was like, what are you talking about? First of all, if I don't want to answer a question, I'm not going to. Who are you for me to feel pressured to answer any of your questions? And he was like, well, you don't know how to have a decent conversation? And I was like, apparently not with you. So don't talk to me. And he was like, I don't give a I'm gonna talk to you. And I was like, okay, then don't talk to me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop you off. You can get your own car. And I was like, look for a car so I can drop you off. He's like, don't tell me what to do with the I was like, Sir, I don't care about your existence. Although I value you and your life, just like a human being, like all of us are, just as much as I value my life, but I don't care for you. Like, why are you trying to fight with me? And the guy in the back pissed me off because he was like trying to hella talking to his phone so he didn't have to stop this dude from yelling at me. But I wasn't anybody to him for him to like try and save me from a situation. But I just feel like as a man, it should be like, bro, stop screaming at her. Like, what is your issue? Like, can you wait for after work? Like, can we talk about it? Like, do you have to scream? Like, he didn't do any of that. So I was just like, loser. So yeah, he just started going off. And I was like, he was like, shut up. And I was like, you shut up. He was like, shut the like, you shut the what the fuck? What is going on? Like, that escalated fast. And then the next day, everything was normal. I didn't care for him. I didn't look at him. I wasn't worried about him at all. Like, I didn't care about him at all. I was just like there for work. When we go outside, all of the coworkers are hanging out because we're all supposed to get into one car and then drop everybody off at different cars. And then later, if we have a goal, we meet up with somebody else, but whatever. First, everybody has to have a car, like in the beginning of the shift. So I got in the car and I was cleaning everything out so everybody could get in. And then I was like, my other coworker, let's call her Felicia. I was like, Felicia, can you close the window, please? Or get something out of the window, please? Or like something from the trunk, please? Oh, I was like, oh, Felicia, can you close the trunk, please? Because I was in the driver's seat already, about to get out. And he was like, John, the one that was going off on me earlier, the day before, he was like, you close the what did he say? He was like, you close the trunk. And I was like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Felicia, so mind your business. And he was like, shut the up. All you do is bitch. I was like, who are you? I didn't even ask you to do anything. Why are you listening to my conversation, first of all? And he was like, shut the And I was just like, and all my coworkers are just standing there like. So I'm like, so I got out of the car, I closed the trunk, I backed up, and I left. I literally left. I was like, they can get their own car. Everybody's just standing around anyways. Like, I was pissed. And Papi, here. They're not steaming anymore. Here. Nums, Papi. Vegetables and chicken. So then I left and I literally forgot about it. I went to work, kept working, and then I met up with my friend Sean. He was my friend, Sean, okay? I love him. I met up with him and he was like, girl, what was going on with that with John? Like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know what his issue is. He was like, yeah, because you weren't even talking to him. Like, we were all confused. And I was like, right. I don't know what is up with him. He was like, is he your ex-boyfriend or something? And I was like, no. Hell no. I just met him yesterday. Like, we've been working together, but I officially, like, met him yesterday. And I started telling him about the conversation we had yesterday in the car where he was like kind of interrogating me. And he was like, girl, that's so weird, because everybody was thinking that he was like your ex-boyfriend or something, or like, and I'm like, no, he's crazy. He's literally crazy. And he like started to get a little freaked out. He's like, oh wait, so why is he being so weird? Like, you guys don't even have history. Like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't know. He probably has a fantasy in his head that we have something going on, so we have to create drama to like create some type of interaction. And it was just so weird. When the work day was over and I was walking to my car, he like caught up to me and he was like, hey Gianna, I just want to tell you I'm sorry. And he was like looking at me like, yeah, I'm sorry. And I was just like, okay, have a good day. Like, stop trying to like make up with me. Like, I literally wanted nothing to do with him. I didn't know him. I didn't care to know him. Like, sure, if he was a cool dude, then I would have been like, okay, cool, he's my coworker, he's cool. But we just started off on the wrong foot. Like, he started off real wrong. So, and that's that. It was so bizarre. That job was so sketch. And then also I had another coworker. She was like, yeah, I hit a little Mexican yesterday. This person was not Latino. I'm just gonna say that. This person was not Latino. And they were like, yeah, I hit a little Mexican person yesterday. And they were like, like mocking, trying to mock a Mexican person. And I was just like looking at her like, okay, why would you say that if you know that I'm Latina, she's Latina? She's not saying anything. Other coworker, other non-Latino person just sitting there kind of just laughing. And then other non-Latina, and then she was driving. And I was like, I'm not gonna say shit. I don't care about these people's opinion. Like, I don't. But then she kept going, yeah, that little Mexican. Every time I hit a little Mexican, I feel like you shouldn't even be driving anyways. I feel like I turned into a super, I was like, I was just like, I was like, so you think because this person doesn't have a license that you get the right to make fun of the way they speak and they shouldn't be driving anyways? And then you make fun of them? This person was like, yeah, because it's funny. I was like, if you're gonna talk like that, do it when I'm not around, because that's extremely disrespectful. And you wanna get a reaction out of me because you're telling me and you know I'm Latina. And she was like, I was like, in either way, it's wrong because you're saying that. What? Because they're immigrants? Are you trying to make fun of immigrants now? And she was being very ignorant. Very ignorant. The whole vibe in the car changed. Everybody was like, and I was like, don't be racist in front of me. Don't say nothing about nobody in a prejudiced way concerning race or religion. Like, it boils my blood. And if you want to be up for a conversation, fine, we can conversate. Because I was conversating with her and she started getting very defensive. She started, wow, you a little Mexican or something. And I was like, I was just very surprised that people still say very ignorant things out of their mouth like that in person. And we were just friends. We were just talking cool, and out of nowhere you want to say that. So basically, we had a conversation. She felt some type of way about it. I told her how I felt about something that she kept repeating. either way, it's inhumane to do that type of shit. To hit somebody with your car, with your moving car, and then make fun of them because of the way they speak. You're an idiot, okay? And she was basically like, no, I'm not an idiot. And I was like, you are very much an idiot because you said this and you said that and you believe this. And this is actually the truth. That's why you are an idiot. And she was just like, well, you're an idiot. I was like, that's fine. I can be an idiot, but keep it to yourself. Say that stupid shit around your friends that won't check you. But don't say that shit around me. And then she dropped me off to another car with my Latina coworker. And she was like, dude, you guys were going back and forth. And I was like, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you say anything? She was talking about our people. Like, not only that, she was being ridiculously idiotic with her logic and what she was saying. And, you know, and she was like, oh, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to fight. I was like, you didn't have to fight. You could have said something. You could have been like, yeah, that's wrong. Don't talk like you're a college grad. You went to UC Davis. You didn't have nothing to say to her with that shit that was coming out of her mouth. She was like, no. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I probably should have stayed quiet too, because I'm not going to change that girl's mind. She's going to be an idiot everywhere else. So, mind you, I could take a joke. Like, if she would have said, oh, he came out of the car saying, ay, Dios mío, you know, something like that, then maybe I would have been like, haha, that is funny. That's probably what my dad did when his car crashed. Something. But she was just like, little, like she was just trying to belittle me and my people. And I didn't think that was necessary. Very toxic. And yeah, whatever. But yeah, that job was super sketch. Bro, shout out to Trader Joe's sweet chili sauce. This thing is bomb. I love to eat it with my egg rolls, my dumplings, my pot stickers. But yeah, see you on the next time about something random that I'm gonna talk about. I might do 2 videos today and post them today. See you next time. Bye.